Someone you know smiles every single day. They show up to work, crack jokes, and seem completely fine on the surface. But almost no one knows the silent battles they've fought. Maybe that person is you. The truth is, the people who have survived the deepest pain rarely look like it. They don't wear their scars on their sleeves. They've learned how to keep going, even when the weight they carry would have broken most people. And the hardest part? Surviving doesn't come with any public recognition. There's no trophy, no announcement, no visible proof of how far you've come. Sometimes the only way you truly see your own growth is when you catch yourself reacting differently to life than you used to. So here are 7 subtle signs that show you've been through more than most people will ever understand. Sign 1. You don't fall apart over small things anymore. There was probably a time when one negative comment, one delayed reply, or one uncertain situation would send your mind into a full spiral for hours or even days. Your thoughts would race, your stomach would tighten, and peace would feel impossible. Now, something stressful happens and there's a pause. You feel the discomfort, but you don't immediately drown in it. You observe it, breathe, and respond instead of reacting. People might mistake this for being cold or detached. It's not. This is what happens when your nervous system has been through real fire. You've experienced actual crises, so your brain has learned the difference between a real threat and a minor inconvenience. That calm isn't weakness, it's hard-earned emotional strength. Sign 2. Being alone no longer feels like punishment. Remember when silence felt unbearable? You'd reach for your phone, turn on the TV, or make plans just to avoid sitting with your own thoughts. The quiet used to echo with loneliness and restlessness. After going through enough hardship, something shifts. Solitude starts to feel like a sanctuary instead of a void. You no longer need constant noise or company to feel okay. A quiet evening at home, no notifications, no pressure, it actually feels restorative. This isn't about avoiding people. It's about finally discovering that your own company can be safe and peaceful. You've survived enough external chaos to value inner stillness. Sign 3. You pick up on things others completely miss. You notice the slight change in someone's voice, the micro-expression that doesn't match their words, or the energy shift in a room before anyone else does. You've walked into situations and instinctively known how they would unfold. This heightened awareness is a common survival adaptation. When you've been through difficult times, your brain stays more alert to emotional cues because missing them in the past had real consequences. It's both a gift and a challenge. Sometimes you read people accurately and protect yourself. Other times your mind may overdetect threats that aren't there. Either way, this sensitivity shows how much your system has worked to keep you safe. Sign 4. You have a rich inner world that very few people ever see. On the outside, you're social, friendly, and capable. You laugh at the right moments and handle responsibilities well. But there are deep layers, memories, fears, dreams, and reflections that you rarely share with anyone. This isn't just being private. It's the result of learning, sometimes painfully, that not everyone deserves access to your heart. Someone may have walked in, seen your vulnerabilities, and left damage behind. So now you protect that space more carefully. Having strong boundaries and an interior life that belongs only to you is not emotional unavailability. It's wisdom earned through experience. Sign 5. Other people's everyday problems don't shake you as much. When a friend spirals because their coffee order was wrong or they had a slightly awkward conversation, you listen with patience. You offer support, but inside you recognize how small that problem feels compared to what you've already overcome. This doesn't make you arrogant or unsympathetic. It simply means your scale for what counts as a crisis has been permanently recalibrated. You've faced real loss, real uncertainty, and real pain. That perspective brings a quiet kind of freedom. You waste less energy on things that don't truly matter. Sign 6. You've learned to live with things that never got proper closure. Many people stay stuck for years waiting for apologies, explanations, or perfect endings that never arrive. But after walking through serious difficulty, you develop the strength to carry unresolved chapters without letting them stop your life. You can hold the memory of someone who hurt you, a dream that didn't work out, or a chapter that ended messily, and still move forward with love, purpose, and hope. You understand now that healing doesn't always mean everything becomes neat and tidy. Sometimes it means making peace with the mess and choosing to keep building anyway. That's a profound kind of resilience most people never develop without going through the fire themselves. Sign 7. Ordinary peaceful days feel deeply meaningful to you. A calm morning with coffee and no rush. A genuine conversation where no one is performing. A day when nothing dramatic happens and your mind isn't anxiously waiting for the other shoe to drop. For many people, these moments are just background. For you, they land differently. You actually feel the peace in your body. You appreciate the safety and stillness because you know exactly what life feels like without them. This ability to savor ordinary calm is one of the most beautiful gifts that surviving hardship can give you. You don't take peace for granted anymore. You recognize it as the treasure it truly is. If any of these signs feel familiar, I want you to hear this clearly. None of these are signs of damage. They are proof of adaptation. Your nervous system learned to regulate itself. Your heart learned to protect what matters. Your perspective expanded through experiences most people will never have. You didn't ask for the pain that built these qualities, but you survived it. You kept going. You're still here, still showing up, still smiling on many days. That deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated. Take a moment today to recognize how far you've actually come. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. If this message touched you, drop a comment and tell me which sign resonated the most. And if you're on this journey of healing and growth, consider saving this video so you can come back to it whenever you need a reminder. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. You've already been through enough. See you in the next one.